Coras. Remember when we went to CES and we heard the upfiring on the Coras?
And it's not focal. It's
focal.
Focal. People say focal.
Some French lady, she's like, correct.
I know she totally like broke from her French accent to say focal. I was like, whoa.
It's focal.
Focal. Yeah, you were very impressed. The upfiring was actually very impressive.
Yeah. In that particular room, and I know we've talked about this before, but I want to reiterate it because I see it online a lot where people are just hating on the upfiring. And I need to make it clear, in the right room, with the right speakers, right setup, right calibration, they can sound pretty convincing. I think that's a word I want to say. It's convincing. Like, it sounds like there's sound up there. Is it as accurate and pinpoint precision as having a speaker up there? Probably not. Probably not. And does it work on every single room where you have a high ceiling? No, probably not. But I'm using the Pioneers that I've talked about before, Pioneer, and they have this 2 kilohertz dip that's like built in, like real obvious. And I think any of the ELAC stuff has that also. And I think that really adds to the effect. It makes it so you can't localize it so well. Now, what's that?
I don't know why I'm twisting. Is this what happens to the sound? It goes boo, boo, boo.
Yeah. Oh. Like
yeah. How does it bounce? Does the sound go up and turn and get down? Like, how does it? How
you want to know? I can explain it. Basically, Haas effect, right, or presence effect, means that our ears are good at determining what is the first source of sound, right? The initial source, like timing wise, our ears are excellent. So if it hears a sound coming from the front and it's trying to bounce sound up on top, your brain's going to say, well, it's obviously from there because that's where the sound came from first, straight ahead. And then I heard it bounce off the top. That was a secondary sound. So that's not coming from there. But if you're able to block that first sound or hide it somehow so you don't hear it, and the first sound that you hear is the reflection on the ceiling, your brain says, that's the source up there. Right?
Okay.
And that's how it works. And it does, and it can work. I think the part of the issue is that some people expect the sound to come from where Dolby shows to put the Atmos speakers. You know, it's like in front of you. It's like kind of near your seats.
Oh, yeah.
And people expect the sound to come from there. It's not. That's not where the sound sounds like it's coming from. It actually sounds like it's coming from above your main speaker. You just draw a line straight up. And that's kind of where it sounds like it's coming from. And it works to do that. It's kind of amazing. I have 4 of them in the living room. That was part of the reason why I did the 7.1.4, because I wanted to hear how well these upfiring Atmos speakers could work. And I definitely have to say that I can't speak for every upfiring module. There could be some that don't sound good at all.
Bad. They're just bad.
Yeah.
Bad module. Bad.
Yeah, these are different in their concentric, right? So point source. The tweeter's real small, so it's like, you know, if I were to measure how the dispersion on it's very narrow, right? So it's well designed for that particular purpose. There could be other ones that are very bad. I can't speak for every single Atmos module, you know, Dolby, I don't know what they call it. Dolby modules, app firing speaker, something.
Can we call them bouncy house Atmos speakers? That's very long.
Well, I've heard that said, right? I've heard people say that. I've heard you say that too. And to me, it's like it's a little bit of a underhanded comment, like almost like saying those garbage ones, right? Like,
yeah.
It's. I'm sure there probably are some garbage ones, but these particular ones actually work to do what I expect, and I'm impressed. Right? So I hate it when people just dismiss stuff. Like, in general, overall, you know, that's not a good thing. Maybe I do that. I don't know. I try not to. Anyway. What else we got?
Scruff has this one. Don't go to a camera store and say focal instead of focal. They look at you funny. Yeah, got to know your audience.
Your focal length.
Your focal length. What?
Focal length. Hey, so have you had any experience with upfiring speakers? Have you heard any that are, you know, what is your experience with them?
I mean, I tried it in my home, but that didn't work because, like the lady says, too many obstacles. There's a perfect way to describe it. Obstacles. There are too many obstacles for the bounce to happen correctly. And we're also like sitting kind of like off center. It's all weird.
Have you heard any that are, somewhat convincing or something?
Yeah.
More than garbage. How about that? Are there any that are more than
No, they're not. It's not bad. In the right room, in the right room, it's convincing. Is it exact? I wouldn't say it's exact. I'd say it gives an impression or illusion of height. But yeah, I'd be curious to see playing my own Atmos mixes to see exactly how like pinpointy they can be. Pinpointy, is that a?
That's a new one.
It's a new.
That's a new one. You should add it to your repertoire of
my
terminology when you're reviewing speakers.
Yes, pinpointiness.
Yeah, the pinpointiness.
That's like it's very laid back, but the pinpointiness is on point. I couldn't get the upfiring to work. Yeah, exactly. Bodhi says he couldn't get the upfiring to work in the living room, but it has popcorn ceiling, so I didn't expect much. Yeah. If it's got to be like flat, place a mirror at the reflection point.
All right, if you would like to join us every week on Mondays at, what time is it? About 6 p.m. Central, which is the best time. That's where I am. Make sure you join us at youtube.com/Daily HiFi. We out.